Dr. Ghulam Nabi Fai, the Secretary General of the Washington-based World Kashmir Awareness Forum. He's also a member of the Board of Directors of the Istanbul-based Union of NGOs of the Islamic World. He was awarded the Republican Senatorial Medal of Freedom in 2005 and the American Spirit Medal in 2007, the highest and most prestigious honour. Dr. Fai has been a leading spokesman for the Kashmir cause for over 4 decades and has travelled to over 40 countries lecturing on this subject. I invite Dr. Ghulam Nabi Fai to speak on illegality of an annexation of Kashmir under international law.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable President Sadar Masood Khan Sahab, Dr. Javed Gil Sahab, Maulana Tufail Hussain Sahab, Kiani Sahab, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. As we know that Government of India abrogated Article 370 and 35A in August of 2019. But India did not stop there. As President Masood Khan Sahab said, that India passed one more law in Kashmir, which is known as domicile law. It is extremely important to understand what does that mean. The people of Kashmir, we had a state subject law in Kashmir. According to that law, no foreigner can settle in Kashmir. No foreigner can buy land in Kashmir. But because of this domicile law, every single person who lives in Kashmir, every single person, even if he or she was born there, they must have this domicile certificate. If they want to live in Kashmir, if they want to settle in Kashmir, if they want to purchase the land in Kashmir, or they want to have a job in Kashmir. Question arises, who can apply for this certificate? According to the Indian census of 2011, there are already 1.7 million Indian immigrants in Jammu and Kashmir for the last 30 years. They can get this certificate. The children of these migrants, even if they have not lived in Kashmir for a day, they can get this certificate. And who cannot get it? I cannot get it. The Kashmiri diaspora cannot get it because they have not lived in Kashmir for the last 15 years. The children of Kashmiri diaspora cannot get it because they have not lived there for the last 7 years. So ladies and gentlemen, you do not need to be an Einstein to understand why it is happening. It is happening because India knows, not now, not yesterday, since 1947, that the people of Kashmir, they are not going to vote for India. So that's why they are changing the demography of people of Kashmir, demography of Kashmir. Now my topic is it legal? What India is doing in Kashmir? No, it's not legal. Ladies and gentlemen, not because I am saying so, because the United Nations has said so. There are three resolutions of the Security Council on Kashmir. Resolution number 91 of 1951, resolution number 122 and 126 of 1957, they categorically say that there cannot be any unilateral action taken to change the disputed nature of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Number 2, since August of last year, tens of thousands of people have been arrested, including women and children, as young as 9 years old, as stated by Amnesty International. And hundreds of them, they have been detained under a draconian law and a black law, which is known as PSA, Public Safety Act. Under this act, you cannot move to the court. Is it legal? No, it is not legal. Not because I am saying so, ladies and gentlemen. Just open the book, open the Google, ladies and gentlemen. Public Safety Act, it violates 4 articles of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Article 7, 9, 10, and 11. Not only that, it also violates 5 articles of International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Article 6, 7, 19, 21, and 22. Number 3, India imposed ban on internet in Kashmir. As it was very well said by Afzal Khan Sahab, internet is very important, social media is important. And Narendra Modi justified we have to impose the ban on internet to stop terrorism. Is it legal? No, it is not legal. Not because I am saying so, because Dr. David Kay says so. Who is Dr. David Kay? Dr. David Kay is the United Nations Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Expression. What did he say? He said, we must have internet in Kashmir, not to stop the terrorism, but to stop the disinformation and protect the civil liberties and ensure the accountability of the authorities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may be thinking that we have been told that India is the largest democracy. How come on earth India is going to violate all these international norms? Ladies and gentlemen, please, for God's sake, try to understand. India knows it is one of the major economy in the world. As President Masood Khan rightly said, India also knows that world powers, including your country, ladies and gentlemen, United Kingdom, including my country, United States of America, they are not going to care about the suffering and the miseries of the people of Kashmir. And unfortunately, the world powers, they have remained silent. But world powers do not know. Their silence, their inaction, their passivity has given the sense of total impunity to the Indian army in Kashmir. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, that's why it is your responsibility, as everybody was saying here. It is my responsibility. It is our collective responsibility. You do not need to be from Myanmar to support the Rohingya Muslims. You do not need to be from Palestine to support the people of Palestine. You do not need to be from Kashmir to support the Kashmir cause. As long as you are a human being, as long as you have the heart and mind, I would like to tell you this is our collective responsibility to knock the door of every single member country of the United Nations and tell them only one thing. And the thing which is based on facts, that India and Pakistan, they are at the brink of nuclear confrontation. And the bone of contention and the source of friction and the underlying cause of this tension is the issue of Kashmir. That's why United Nations must intervene. That's why world powers must come out of its slumber to settle the issue of Kashmir. Not only for the sake of Kashmir, but for the sake of peace and security in the region of South Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, South Asia, 1.5 billion people, which is 1/5 of total human race. Thank you very much.